friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll explain the poem Life written by Charlotte Brontë. It is a motivating poem, an optimistic poem which encourages the reader to take a positive view of life, especially during times of hardships and difficulties. So let's start. Life, believe, is not a dream, so dark as sages say. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. Sages mean wise men. Foretells means tells in advance. Oft means often. Wise men say that life is a dark dream, but the poetess says that life is not a dark dream. It means that the poetess takes a positive view of life. When it rains a little in the morning, it shows that a pleasant day will follow. This means that if we have difficulties in the earlier days, there will be happiness later. Life, believe, is not a dream. Here, the figure of speech is metaphor because life is indirectly compared to a dream. So dark as sages say. Here, the figure of speech is alliteration because the sound of letter S is repeated. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. Here, the figure of speech is personification because rain is personified. ज्ञानी कहते हैं कि जिंदगी यानी लाइफ एक बुरा सपना है। पोएटिस कहती है, मेरा यकीन करो, जिंदगी इतनी भी बुरी नहीं है। अक्सर सुबह जब हल्की सी बारिश होती है, पहले से ये बता देती है कि दिन अच्छा, खुशी भरा होगा। अगर जिंदगी के शुरुआत के दिनों में डिफिकल्टीज होगी, तो आगे चलकर खुशियां जरूर मिलेगी। Sometimes there are clouds of gloom, but these are transient all. If the shower will make the roses bloom, oh why lament its fall? Gloom means darkness. Lament means express sorrow. Bloom means blossom. And transient means temporary. Sometimes there are clouds of darkness. It means sometimes there are days of sorrow, but these are all temporary. If a little rain helps the roses to blossom, why should we feel unhappy about it? If the problems we face shape a good future, why should we feel sorry or sad? Here, sometimes there are clouds of gloom. The figure of speech is metaphor because problems are indirectly compared to clouds of gloom. But these are transient all. Here, the figure of speech is inversion because the words are not in correct prose order. The correct prose order is, but these are all transient. If the shower will make the roses bloom. Here, the figure of speech is metaphor because problems are indirectly compared to shower and happy or good times are indirectly compared to roses. दुख के उदासी के बादल आते हैं, लेकिन वो थोड़ी वक्त के लिए यानी टेम्पररी होते हैं। अगर बारिश के गिरने से गुलाब का फूल खिलता है, तो दुख क्यों करना? अगर कठिनाइयों से हमारा भविष्य उज्जवल हो जाएगा, तो कठिनाइयों से डिफिकल्टी से क्यों दुखी हो? Rapidly, merrily, life's sunny hours flit by. Gratefully, cheerily, enjoy them as they fly. Rapidly means quickly. Flit means fly or pass. Cheerily means happily. Merrily also means happily. Gratefully means thankfully. Happy times of our life pass by soon, quickly, and happily. We should enjoy them happily and thankfully as they go by. Life's sunny flowers flit by. Here, the figure of speech is metaphor because happy times are indirectly compared to sunny hours. जिंदगी के सुनहरे पल, खुशी के पल, गोल्डन मोमेंट्स, कीमती वक्त खुशी से गुजर रहे हैं। इन्हें खुशी के साथ ऊपर वाले को थैंक करके enjoy करें. What though death at times step in and calls our best away? What though sorrow seems to win over hope a heavy sway? Best means our friends, loved ones. Sway means control. Or means over. Sometimes death takes away the people we love the most, that is, our friends, our loved ones. Sorrow appears to be having a controlling influence over hope. That means sorrow seems to be winning over hope. But we must accept the situation and hope for better times. What though death at times steps in and calls our best away? Here, the figure of speech is euphemism because the harsh fact of death is expressed mildly, softly. What though sorrow seems to win? Here, the figure of speech is personification because sorrow is personified. मौत हमारे प्रियजनों को छीन कर लेकर जाती है. उस वक्त दुख जीत रहा होता है और हमारे उम्मीदों पर पूरा कंट्रोल पाता है. Yet hope again elastic springs, unconquered though she fell. Still buoyant are her golden wings, still strong to bear us well. Elastic springs here means comes back. Buoyant means which can rise upwards. Hope will spring back, come back again. Hope is unconquered, undefeated. The golden wings of hope are still strong enough to bear us, to support us, and to help us in order to rise upwards. Gold is the color of optimism, that is, positive thinking. The wings of hope are said to be golden because hope helps us bear with our problems and ends hopelessness. Yet hope again elastic springs. Here the figure of speech is personification because hope is personified. Unconquered though she fell. Here again the figure of speech is personification because hope is personified. जैसे एक स्प्रिंग बाउंस बैक करता है, उसी तरह से होप यानी उम्मीद बिना हारे, अनकॉन्कर्ड, अनडिफीटेड फिर कोशिश करेगा, फिर ट्राई करेगा. यानी हमें उम्मीद, होप नहीं छोड़नी है. सिर्फ हमारी उम्मीद हमें ऊपर ले जा सकती है. Manfully, fearlessly, the day of trial bear, for gloriously, victoriously can courage quell despair. Manfully means bravely. Despair means loss of hope. Trial means test or judgment. Quell means end. We must face our days of difficulties, sorrow, bravely and fearlessly. Our courage will help us to face our problems and wonderfully help us to end our despair and stand the day of trial, the day of judgment. बिना डरे, ब्रेवली, शान से ट्रायल का दिन यानी कयामत का दिन हमें फेस करना है. दैट इज जजमेंट डे को फेस करना है. तब हमारी उम्मीद हमारी ना उम्मीदों को कुचल देगा. तो फ्रेंड्स, this was the explanation of the poem Life. I hope you have learned something from this video. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.